Hi everyone, today is September 16, 2022. It is 7 p.m. and 18 degrees Celsius. We started our walk today in front of the Louis Vuitton flagship store on Bloor Street, next to Bloor Street and Avenue Road. And we're now walking east on Bloor Street. And across the street there's William Ashley and of course the Cartier watch store. And they also sell accessories and various kinds of jewelry. This space that we are walking through right now is under construction. See if I can walk outside of the scaffolding and give you guys a better look of the other side of the street so we can see the boutique shops on Bloor Street. There's the Prada store. And there's the Dior store. Dolce and Gabbana. There's the L'Occitane en Provence store. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. There's Rolex. That there used to be the Victorinox Swiss Army store, and that was before the pandemic, though it's now offered for lease. And there's a notice there in front of the store. It looks like they may be building something else there. Here's the Hermes store. Let me unlock my camera to get a better view. Here's a unique angle. Hermes is probably one of the most high-end stores in the Yorkville area. And we're now in front of Holt Renfrew Men. It's much easier to see inside without the reflection of the sun in the windows. Here's a cool motorcycle. Looks like an electric motorcycle of some sort. It says Beachman. And across the street here we've got Harry Rosen, and they've been here for a very long time now. And it looks like the Harry Rosen store is well prepared for the fall and winter. Let me show you what the storefront looks like from the south on Bloor Street. Harry Rosen's a very nice store. Very well put together, and there's some new Tom Ford outfits. There's a steel band player. And you'll see also a number of these SUVs that are either celebrities, or sometimes you'll find wealthy people. Sometimes they're driven by chauffeurs. That's somewhat common in Yorkville. Here's a look down towards the south on Bay Street. That's a charter bus there. That's very unique. It says charter. Oh, now it says 504C. Not sure what that's about. And of course we have Italy. I don't know about Italy. I really don't know what to make of it. One of these days I'm gonna have to go in there. My very, 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 very good friends are all on the ketogenic diet. And so I want to go out to Italy. I don't know if they have keto-friendly menu options there. Maybe I'll check on the website. Hopefully they do. Here's a look at the Manulife Center. And I'll unlock my camera to give you a view of this pretty big building that is also inspired by the brutalism architecture style. And of course here is Saint Laurent. And here's Haute Renfrew that we're now passing in front of. Here's a store that says Miu Miu, and it seems like it is a part of the Haute Renfrew store. Everything looks very symmetrical and organized and neat. Very cool. And of course on this side of the street we've got Scotiabank and H&M. That there is, I believe that's One Bloor West. And that is a condominium being built by Mizrahi Developments. Looks like it's coming along very well. Of course, that there behind it in the near distance is One Bloor East. A beautiful building, very iconic. It's a very popular building, so I feel like it has a lot of brand recognition in the city. As soon as you say One Bloor East, I think most people would be able to recognize and remember the building that you're referring to and the brand name. We're now here at Yonge Street and Bloor Street. Here's a look south on Yonge Street. Here's a look north on Yonge Street. And there's a Nordstrom rack at the corner there. Nordstrom rack is, it's kind of like a regular Nordstrom, but it's kind of one where you can find a lot of pretty good brand names, like pretty high-end brand names at relatively discounted prices. Let me show you guys the view that I'm getting here of 1 Bloor Street East. Gorgeous building. But the thing is, with Nordstrom Rack, a lot of their stuff tends towards like not my sizes, like sizes that don't really fit me. I tend to be on the big side. Toronto does have its challenges. I think, you know, for me, Toronto's a very beautiful city. It's a very dynamic city. I think that's what I like about it the most. Or those are some of the things I like about it the most. But it also has its challenges because housing is like super expensive and the rents are going up at a pretty fast rate. So it makes it more and more difficult with every passing day for people to afford the rents in this city. Here's W. There's the entrance to the W restaurant. Here's a sign that says Skylight Rooftop Bar. The W Hotel is the hotel that is, let me unlock my camera and show you guys. That is right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's a bit of a weird, that's the W Hotel. And there's a rooftop bar there. On this side, that's where you drive in and the valet will take your car. And there's a public parking entrance there that one can enter as well. There's the Market by Longo's. It's basically a supermarket that is kind of like a mini Longo's. Here's what the sign looks like. And the Longo's is kind of like a mid, it's kind of like a mid, I don't want to say upper, but I guess mid upper kind of level of supermarket. To the best of my knowledge, I think it's kind of like, it tends to be a little bit more pricier than the other more average supermarkets, or the other more average price supermarkets. There's also a huge immigration into Toronto. A lot of people, and I think more and more people with money are choosing to move to Toronto as their main place of residence.
As you know, I cannot use what I'm on.
And so that's also, I think, part of the condo boom. And one of the factors that contributes to the condo boom. There's 160 Bloor Street East. Beautiful office building. It's got the Unilever sign up there at the top. See if I could zoom in to the Unilever sign. I can hardly see it on my screen, but it may be more visible on YouTube, where you guys might have a closer view of it. Inflation is pretty high. Stuff is getting more expensive and rents are going up pretty fast. And one of the things that some of the landlords are doing is they're doing that thing where it's kind of like, oh, here's a look at the inside of Tim Hortons here. There we go. This is a great shot where it has the sign as well. So Tim Hortons is a very popular coffee shop, and they sell donuts and muffins and cookies and coffee and all this kinds of stuff. They're more known for their coffee. A lot of people are super loyal to the Tim Hortons brand when it comes to their morning coffee and coffee in general. Tim Hortons seems to be a uniquely Canadian brand. I think they tried to branch out into the US once, but they were unable to compete there. And so now I think the last time I heard about their international plans for expansion was that they're opening up in places like near Dubai, or in the Middle East, I should say. But yeah, so landlords, so one of the things landlords apparently are doing is they're doing that thing where it's like they kind of go to the tenant and they say, hey, can I just give you some money and you just give me the keys and end your tenancy, and that way I can clean the place up the rents, and rent it out to someone else at a higher premium. And so you'll hear a lot of those kinds of stories happening. And here's the Starbucks coffee here at Ted Rogers Way and Bloor Street. Pretty quiet today. It is a bit on the cool side. It is kind of cloudy. I totally understand why people would want to stay home and not go out on a day like this. It's a little bit on the cool side, getting kind of colder and colder. I took my jacket, my windbreaker off because I get super hot. And here's a look at Ted Rogers Way towards the south. You know, this is my first, I would have to say this is my first summer of starting this YouTube channel. And so I think I've only had this channel for like probably 2-3 months now. July, August, September. Yeah, around probably 3 months tops, I'd say. I was going to overshoot, but so far I like it a lot. It's lots of fun. It's also lots of challenge at the same time. So I think that makes it compelling for me. We're now in the Upper Jarvis area. And we're now here at the intersection of Huntley Street and Bloor Street. But yeah, so I started in summertime this summer, and I kind of just went to as many places as I could during the summertime that I had available, and the good weather that I had available here in Toronto. But now that I've been doing more and more of these walking videos and getting more experienced in this field, I'm trying to be more and more organized. So for example, like next summer, I'm more now aware, let me rephrase that. I'm now more aware, long day guys. I'm now more aware of how to sequence my different sightseeing tours. I'm also thinking of doing a rebrand, hopefully soon. I'm very excited about that. It's gonna be a fresh look to the page, hopefully. Fresh look to my YouTube channel, hopefully. I hope to be able to capture more places for you guys next summer and to be more organized and see if I can squeeze more value in and more content in during the space of summertime here in Toronto. I got the Royal Ontario Museum, the ROM, quite recently. We got the CN Tower, we got the Art Gallery of Ontario. I want to get the Textile Museum, the Railroad Museum. There's the Rec Room across from CN Tower and Skydome. And there is the Ripley's Aquarium, which I really want to get. I think that one will be a lot of fun and very cool to explore all the different underwater things that they have there. And here's a Tim Hortons, and they've got a walk-up window now, post-pandemic. I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. For more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.